Briefly, you're going to hold the pick between your thumb and your index, just like that. You're going to point the pick towards you, so backwards. And you're going to take it, and for now, mute out your strings with your left hand. Just lay your hand across the strings lightly. Don't press down. Just really light. Or come over the top, just touching each of the 6 strings. The biggest obstacle to holding a pick is when you go to strum through the strings, it's going to feel like it's going to want to fly out of your hand. But what you don't want to do is squeeze down too hard, because then you get that, and that happens a lot with beginning students. So really light. It will stay between your fingers if you just hold it just a little bit of force, not much though. This is a medium to heavy. This orange pick I think is probably a medium to light. The pick goes through the strings much easier, but I don't really like these kind of picks. I think they're too thin. But if you're just starting, it might not be a bad idea. So basically, just go down. Don't push with your arm. Just use the wrist. Hang on. So now you can see. I'm basically using my wrist. Now I'm going to go to one other pick. It's a really heavy pick, which I like to use more for picking than anything. Get a bigger sound. Now notice how big the strum sounds now. I wouldn't recommend starting with these thicker picks. This is what? Let me see. What's that say there? 2 millimeter? It won't focus. Let me read it. 2. Pretty big. Not big in terms of, wideness, but it's a thicker pick. But I'm used to it, so it's okay. Even for strumming, it's okay. So that's going to be your biggest obstacle. If you can get through this exercise where you're just strumming downward or up even, you'll be able to get to where the pick won't be an issue with you. Now, if you strum up, notice it's different. When you strum down, your thumb is the contact point. It's what's holding the pick in place. And your thumb is strong. When you strum up, it's your index holding the pick, and it doesn't have as good of a grip on it. So if you're going to lose your pick during strumming, it's going to be most likely on an up strum. So once you get good at just going down, then try to go down, up. As you can see, the downstroke has more volume than the up. Down, up. Because when you strum down, you're hitting the bigger strings of the guitar. You're hitting strings 6, 5, 4. When you strum up, the contact point is 1, 2, and 3, and they're thinner. I'll do the same thing with the more medium to heavy pick. Now I'll use the heavier pick. That gives you an idea of some things you can do holding the pick. Now, of course, if you're just using a pick, you're probably not quite ready to do that kind of strumming pattern, but if you take your time, you'll get used to holding it. After that, then we can talk about doing single notes, but we'll do that next time. So for now, just practice strumming, holding the pick. Give it a couple days though, don't get frustrated and stop. I hope that gave you a good idea of how to use a pick, or at least an introduction into taking time to learn how to use it. It will not happen overnight, but it will come pretty quickly. The thing to do is to keep your technique slow and even before you start to build speed. In terms of strumming, just keep your strokes short and compact, and don't over swing your arm. And keep an eye, if you can, practice in front of a mirror. That helps a lot. It'll keep your technique straight, and it'll make sure that you're not developing any bad habits, which can happen when you're moving into a new technique. Okay, we'll get into a new topic soon, so good luck with this one, and we'll see you.